Sometimes we mistake hearing for listening. Sometimes we think that because someone has heard a statement that has been made, it means the person has actually listened to what has been said, without realizing that a person may hear something, but it does not mean that he has actually listened. A person may have ears, but it does not mean that the person has actually heard or understood that which has been said. Because there's a difference between just hearing and listening. In this series, I'll be teaching on what I call developing a good listening skill. Developing a good listening skill. One of the passages in the Bible that I love so much is what Jesus always says. He says, "He that has ears, let him hear. He that has ears, let him hear." And sometimes when we read those passages in the scriptures, we think the ear that Jesus was talking about or the Bible was talking about is the external ear. We don't understand that ears are three-dimensional. Ears are three-dimensional. It is spiritual, it is mental, and it is physical. Ears are three-dimensional. They are spiritual, mental, and physical. There are people with physical ears, but they haven't got the mental ears, and they haven't got the spiritual ears. As a result, they are just hearing the physical statements or physical instructions, but they are not receiving or receptive to mental and spiritual instructions. So we're talking about developing a good listening skill. What is development? Development is the act of bringing out the capabilities or possibilities of a potential. The act of bringing the capabilities or possibilities of a potential. Now, what is development? Development is the act of bringing to a more advanced or effective state a potential. Developing is the bringing to a more advanced or effective state of a potential. Again, what is development? Because development has got different meanings and different definitions and applications. Development is also the act of causing a thing to grow or expand. The act of causing something to grow or expand. Then the last definition I'm going to give for development is this. Development strengthens, is something that strengthens, establishes, actualizes, and cultivates a potential. Development is something that strengthens, establishes, actualizes, and cultivates a potential. So for every listening or for every listener, there must be that aspect of developing a skill or the listening skill from one dimension to another dimension. People don't understand that listening is a skill. They think listening is just hearing. As a result, they don't know how to grow it or advance it or establish it or cultivate it from level to level, from dimension to dimension, and from stage to stage. So what is listening? Because we're talking about developing a good listening skill. What does it mean to listen? Listening is the ability to detect. The ability to detect, to give ears, to obey, to heed, and to interpret the symbols of sounds and assigning meanings to them. So your ability to interpret, your ability to detect, your ability to give ears or heed or obey an instruction is actually your being able to listen. In John chapter 10 verse 27, the Bible says, "My sheep listen to my voice. My sheep listen to my voice. I know them and they follow me. My sheep listen to my voice. I know them and they follow me." Which means the Bible strongly recognizes the importance